All right, what's up? Can you all hear me now? Hello, hello. No sound, still no sound. That is very weird. No sounds. Okay. Okay, now can you hear me? Yes, yes. Okay, hey, what's up? All right. Cool. Thank you so much, everybody. Great, great, great. Good. Everything looks good. Woohoo! Okay, so we're going to close the chat and get started in our awesome 9th anniversary celebration. So thank you so much, everybody. All right, so much happiness to share with the world. It is fantastic. And as we kick this off, first let's hear a couple of awesome songs because we have some very cool things to celebrate. Around the world, there are great things happening, and one of the most amazing singers that we have had through our Biggest Talent contest is the beautiful Michaela Abreu, and this is the perfect song to kick off our celebrations. This is her winning song. She is the biggest talent of the world. Enjoy.
Clouds come rolling on the center.
was Michaela Abreu and her beautiful song, Angels Sing. And, while we have so many fantastic things to celebrate today, one thing that we do want to say is, unfortunately, the Prime Minister of Bahrain has passed away. And so we wanted to especially share our condolences and send our well wishes to the royal family there in Bahrain, and as well to all of the friends and family and those he has positively impacted over the course of his life. And so, hopefully he can hear the angels sing at this point now. And of course, as we are based in the USA in many ways, today is Veterans Day, where we celebrate all those who have sacrificed themselves to help keep us safe and free here in the United States. And of course, we extend that to everyone around the world, to all of the veterans, all of the military, all of the first responders, all of the people who have helped us throughout this year and every year. And so we want to share our thanks. Song. This is Praise All the Brave by Rex Revolve.
Praise all the
And, it is important, no matter what time of year it is, to give our thanks to everyone who helps us. Especially we're all dealing with crazy situations this year. And so we send our thanks not only to our heroes, like our veterans and our first responders, but also everybody who has been dealing with all this nonsense and helping us all to continue to survive and make it through, especially everybody, our truckers, our grocery store people, our nurses, everybody. It's together, all of us together. That's how we really accomplish great things, whether it's just helping our local family or our worldwide global family in the Unicorn Network. We definitely give thanks today and every day for all of them. And I know we're so excited. We have so many cool things that we will be talking about today. And this is really such a special day for us as our 9th anniversary online as the Unicorn Network. Of course, we started out way back when, 9 years ago, as WAZUB. And then, of course, as we evolve, because our core values include influence. And that means that all of us together, we have fantastic, great ideas, and we share them. And wherever possible, wherever it makes sense, we incorporate all of your influence into our various projects and different things that we come up with. A lot of times are based on influence from all of you, our members. And so I want to say a very special thank you to all of you out there, our members, because together we all make it possible. And so that is something very special to celebrate all the time. And we definitely do appreciate all of you. So thank you so much. Give yourselves all a big pat on the back and a hug. We send all kinds of love your way. So that's fantastic. And so many cool things. I am just getting started. And we are also joined today by a very special guest who I will be introducing in just a few minutes, who will share even more insight and interesting things for us today. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, I'm sure many of you might be new joining us today, and so welcome. Absolutely. We are glad to have you. We have a lot of great Safe Song is just a small part of the bigger Unicorn Network, which is the operations company behind all of the stuff that you see. Back in 2017, we launched the Safe Zone because we wanted a place where we could implement our highest security and privacy and quality standards because we deserve these things. We deserve privacy. We deserve quality. We deserve security. And so we launched the Safe Zone back in 2017 with just one hexagon. And the cool thing is today there are more than 30 different hexagons with different projects and all different kinds of websites, everything from community things like our site Pro or No, where you can make a statement and see who agrees with you and who doesn't, and maybe they'll answer why in the comments on each statement. So it's a great place where you can talk about all different kinds of topics, from finance to business to entertainment to sports to technology and so much more. So many great things. that can be discussed at Pro or No. Of course, we also have our community, WhatsApp, and that is the best place where you can go to learn what is new and exciting in our network. There is a news and announcements section at whatsup.com, and you can go there and check the announcements to see what is the latest on what's happening in the network. I highly recommend that you make a habit of checking that area at least once a day. Generally speaking, we post updates as soon as they are place to go if you want to try and win some free prizes. In fact, you can win up to 7 different prizes. There are 6 prizes which are given away once per hour, and you need to go and check and see if you are a winner. It's very simple. You just log in and click to win. That's all you gotta do is click that button, and it will tell you if you have won that prize that hour, or if not, you have to check back another time. And then, of course, on top of that, there is a daily prize draw where you can click to enter. That one you have to click to enter, and you can win free yum, up to 1,000 free yum every day if you are the winner. So that is fantastic. And you know, in our webinar on November 4th, we talked about a couple of exciting things that will be launching very soon. We're going to share some more details about those later on in the webinar. So you'll definitely want to stick around for that because the free yum that you can collect either from prize draws, as I mentioned, at Prize Mania, or even from different things. We have our Twinkle Soccer, which is our free sports bet game where you can win even if you're wrong, 100%. As long as you participate for the required games, you can still win even when you're wrong. So that's awesome. Who doesn't love that? I mean, the odds are definitely in your favor on that one. And there are many other things that we're going to be talking more about today as well that are very exciting for all of us, especially during this time of year. And there are so many other things. So we have what's called a proof of activity reward, and that is given out on various different websites in our network. One of those is places like Pro or No, where you can be rewarded for making a statement, voting on statements, making comments, all of those things you can be rewarded for, as well as places like WhatsApp. There's also a proof of activity reward there when you make a post, you know, whether it is you're making your own topic and you want to start a discussion, or you're replying to a topic, you can be rewarded on WhatsApp. That's whatsup.com. Of course, it's proorno.com as well. And, you know, but the easiest way, rather than me telling you all these different websites, the cool thing about the Safe Zone is we have the Safe Zone. And you can go there, and all those hexagons that I mentioned, you just click on those hexagons, and they will take you to the various different websites that are currently within the Safe Zone network. Keeping up to date, we have a weekly radio show that is broadcasting live every Thursday at 11 a.m. USA Pacific time. So that is fantastic, and you can keep up to date. These shows are recorded. And hey, did you know there is another way that you can collect free yum by winning the weekly prize draw that's on the Safe Zone radio show. Every week I give away a prize, and all you need to do is answer the question of the week correctly. Generally, it's fairly simple. Usually, you just have to be paying attention to what is said during the webinar, or during the radio show, I mean. And the great thing is that you, even if, 11 a.m. USA Pacific time is not a good time for you, the radio shows are recorded every week, and you can check out the recordings and still participate in the prize draw. There's plenty of times when people listening to the live broadcast do not get the answer correct, so it is wide open for everyone to participate. And for those of you who are like, but how do I win all these things? Prize Mania and all that stuff. Well, the best way is consistency and persistence. In fact, we had one winner. His name is Sasha Christic, and he won more than 5,000 US dollars from Prize Mania, and even got a free trip to Las Vegas to collect his prize and meet all of us. And you can read his story on the Prize Mania website, and he tells you right there how he won. He was consistent and persistent, and he checked on a regular basis to see if he was a winner, and lo and behold, poof, one day he was. So the same thing can happen to any of you. So definitely, stay strong, don't give up, be consistent, and one day you will be a winner also. So that is super cool and awesome. And the cool thing about our network is that we have all of these wonderful things that you can do for free. That is something that really sets us apart from other networks out there. Even if they allow you to join for free, there is a cost, a hidden cost on those other platforms, and it's usually your data. And that could be everything from your personal data, your name, date of birth, address, family status, all of this stuff. And it could even include medical data. It could include your emails. It could include, your posts on social network, your photos, who you're connected with. Big data collects it all. But in the safe zone, we do not. That is something very important to understand, and that is the main purpose of why we have our safe zone, because people, all of us together around the world, we call us the power of we together, the everyday people from around the world. We all got together 9 years ago, and we said, hey, there's got to be a different way, And so together, we created that different way. And now here we are, 9 years later, stronger and better than ever, with more options and more fantastic things that you can do for free in our network. Of course, if you want to earn more, we have affiliate programs, and we have various different products and things where you can earn affiliate commissions. But if you just want to enjoy the fact that your data is not being scraped and used in some secret profile to sell you advertising, then have fun and welcome to our global family. Because that's really what it's all about. I played in the very beginning before we officially started, or just as we were officially started, I played the video for the Unicorn Network core values. And seriously, that is where it's at for us. We take that seriously. Family, charity, benefits, influence, security, privacy, quality. all of these things are important and the foundations of what we all do together. And so this is so fantastic, and I'm so happy to be here sharing all of these great things with everyone here. And we have so many great things to talk about. Apparently maybe somebody might have some technical challenges. If you have some technical challenges, try refresh on the webinar page. I'm just checking out for those. So many great things to talk about today, and I think maybe our special guest might be joining us now. One thing I wanted to say, I want to introduce this very special guest. He is one of our founders of our whole project, and it is my pleasure and honor to be introducing you to Dan Setgas, who is one of our founders. He is one of the people who started this whole thing and brought us all together and shares the vision of the founders, which, as I talked about, is essentially the Unicorn Network core values. So this is fantastic.
Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everybody? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. We'll open the chat for a quick second to make sure that everybody else can. Please give a yes if you can hear Dan speaking.
Hello, hello, hello. Everybody, what's up?
All right, cool. So it looks like everybody can hear you. Thank you all so much. We're going to close the chat again. And welcome, Dan. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for this great introduction. So, what's up, everybody? So, congrats to our wonderful team and to our wonderful members making impossible things possible and letting us reach milestone after milestone. And it has been fantastic 9 years. And to be honest, it did not start 9 years ago, but about 14 years ago, when my co-founders and I started thinking about a project that has never been done before. So let's talk a little bit about our wonderful project from the point of view of the founders. And some of you might be shocked, but today I will talk about struggles and failures, about delays and catastrophes, about bankruptcy and lawsuits. Yeah, all this is a fixed, a vital part of success. And whenever I have time, I read in our WhatsApp and Skype groups, and I'm very grateful for those members who share their honest feelings and opinion about what we do. And most of you are excited and positive, but some of you are quite negative, and they say something like, more delays, this does not work, it did not work, that does not work, I'm waiting for this, I'm waiting for that. They promised here, they promise there. A fun sentence always is, I deserve or we deserve. Yeah, whatever it is. Um, so let me tell you something. Wherever you see success and you look behind the curtains, you will find tons of negative things that happened on the path to success. Failures are a part of success. Delays are a part of success. Bankruptcy is a part of success. Even catastrophes are a part of success. Nobody wants them, but they are a fixed part. Let me give you some examples. So one is, I have to start with this one. Number one, because I'm German, and this is a German project, which is the new airport in Berlin. And it is funny because the first date for opening was like a week before we launched was up. And they had delays and delays and delays and problems, have been 3 times bankrupt, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So they just opened a week ago, yeah? So, but they never stopped, yeah? So there was the vision to have this beautiful airport, and so now they finally finished it. But let us talk about other companies that you might know well. For example, the company Google, which is going by the name Alphabet now for several years, but nobody's using it. So everybody still talks about Google. When you see what you can see publicly, there tons of very, very, very expensive failures. For example, they started years ago because they have seen how successful Amazon is. So they started Frugal as the shopping platform for the Google network. Well, and they terribly failed. And then they saw that everybody is using, or many people are using Microsoft Office. And so they said, well, let us do Google Waves. Yeah, and they terribly failed. And some of you might remember the Google glasses. Yeah, and they invested billions and they terribly failed. And you might remember Google Plus, yeah, because they saw, wow, how fast Facebook is growing. So they said, well, let's do something like that because we have so many members, we have so many users signed up at Google. Yeah, we will easily beat Facebook. Well, Google failed, yeah, and they closed Google Plus. And still, they are one of the most successful companies on this planet because all these failures, and yes, Google had delays as well. Well, it's part of their success. You need to understand that. It's really a very, very important message. I'm pretty sure that most of you know that Apple has been nearly bankrupt several times, yeah? But they believed in their vision, they believed in their projects and products, and look where they are today. And you know, Apple had delays and failures as well, yeah, in announcing products and stuff like that. Think about Samsung. Do you really think they planned that the Samsung, I think it was the Samsung 7, would explode? No. Yeah, but still they are very, very successful. So all these failures are part of success. So there's one other point where some members say, well, look, if you're not sure when something will launch or when it will happen or whatever, why share it with us upfront? Well, what shall I say? Let me give you another example. Yeah, Elon Musk. Yeah, so most known for Tesla, but being the CEO and creator of many other projects as well. For example, he has this Hyperloop project, and he has this Rocket to the Mars project, and several other things. So now imagine he, as a visionary, would say, well, hey world, I have a super exciting project here. It's really visionary, so I don't want to tell you anything about it because I don't know when it will happen. I don't even know if it will happen anytime. I believe in it, but I don't know. Whatever. So I won't tell you that I'm working on a Hyperloop, yeah, or on a rocket to Mars. So how much sense would that make? Yeah, he would not find investors. He would not find partners. He would not find any person supporting him when he just says, well, I got something exciting. Yeah, so you need to understand that when you have a vision, of course you have a vision of everything going fine. Yeah, with his space project, yeah, I remember that he had at least one rocket exploding. I think it was even more than one. But anyway, do you really think he planned that? That was part of his vision? No, it was a failure. It was a catastrophe. Yeah, but it's part of the success. Yeah, because, he already had some successes with his space project. And I'm pretty sure he will have some more. So I'm not sure about the Hyperloop, but we will see. Yeah, but that's his vision, and he has people believing in his vision. So now when you are part of our project, you're automatically part of our vision, and you need to understand what we are doing here. Because it is not just a social network or an e-commerce shop or a sports bet game or this, all that. Yeah, it is a whole framework for privacy, security, and quality. And we do it for you to be safe on the internet and to be able to enjoy the internet. And what we want to create is a perfect internet experience. And that's not easy to do, but we are on our way. So now let us take the time to lift the curtains of the Unicorn Network and let us have a look of what happened behind the scenes with us. So 9 years ago, we launched our first website. But before we launched the first website, we talked with all kind of experts about our vision of a perfect internet experience with privacy, security, and quality content. And you know what? All experts, everybody, all the experts told us that we will fail. Nobody's interested in privacy. Nobody's interested in security. Nobody is interested in special quality. They find the quality on the internet where they want to, blah, 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 blah. So that was, let's say, 10, 11 years ago. And now look where we are now. Open the news page, read the headlines, and you will find the topics: privacy, security, quality content, all the hate speech, fake news, all that stuff. Yeah, where we said 10 years ago, well, this will be topics in the future. And hey, we're right. So, but would we have listened to the experts? We wouldn't even have started to work on it. We wouldn't even have launched our first website, which we did. November 11, 2011, 11 minutes after 11. So, and right after launch and sharing our idea of being the first success sharing phenomenon on the internet, where users can join for free and receive benefits, we had tons of signups. And right after launch, just a few days later, we realized that the software that has been coded by our chief programmer that time could not handle the sign up. It simply failed. So now what do? Close the project? Because I'm not a programmer, the co-founders are no programmers. So what would you do? Well, we said, okay, we need to find another chief programmer who's crazy enough to hop into a project that he does not know and that already launched. So the catastrophe is already there, and he's coming on board and he knows nothing. So we asked several people and they said no. And then we found one guy and he said, well, I can't promise you anything, but I will look into it. And guess what? He is, after literally 9 years later, he's still our chief programmer. So thank you, Hassan. Wow, you saved us many, many times in the last 9 years, and we are very, very grateful for it. So, but hey, we did not plan that our software, our database would simply shut down and say, well, I'm done. Yeah. So, but you have to handle things when they happen. Yeah. So, and what did the first programmer? He realized that he made a mistake, but instead of fixing it, he left without a word. Well, wasn't good. Yeah. But in bad things happening, there's always a good thing. And here was the good thing, that we met Hassan. So thank you. I think his name was Igor. However, so now after Hassan fixed everything, our sign-up skyrocketed. We have been the fastest growing network at that time, even growing faster than Facebook. Well, Facebook at that time had already about 200 million users. And of course, we had nothing but our sign-up page, and we promoted it, and all our members promoted it at Facebook. So we created a lot of traffic at Facebook, and well, they checked what we were doing, and they shut down our Facebook page without notice. Bam. So, well, we didn't plan that. We didn't expect that. So, of course, our sign-ups went down dramatically. So, well, what to do? I can tell you. We asked our programmer, well, what about having our own social network? Which is, as you know, WhatsApp, and it's still there. So, well, we fixed that our way. So then we realized a little bit later that about 70% of all our signups, several million signups, have been fake signups. And the fraudsters and cheaters have been very, very creative. Yeah, so the biggest group was at least 100 people working from, I think it was 3 data centers in China, creating one fake account after the other. Why? Because they wanted to share the benefits. Yeah, so they wanted to get commissions and bonuses and whatever. And they thought we wouldn't be smart enough to catch them. So honestly, when you find out that in your network, you have about 4 million fake signups, after just 2 or 3 months, well, that's a huge problem, because you want a quality network with fake accounts? Oh, it won't work. Yeah, so well, we could have said, well, we failed, thank you, was a try, blah, blah, because signups are for free. Yeah, we did not make any money at that time. It came all from the founders' pockets. Yeah, we invested in total millions of dollars in this project. Yeah. So, well, we found a solution by already at that time, after a few months, having a great team and great members who said, okay, it's a huge load of work. What? We will go through every single sign up and find out the cheaters and the fake accounts. And we did it. Well, it was no fun. It took a lot of time. It delayed other stuff. But this way it became part of our success. So then in 2012, we presented a so-called co-ownership program. It was a very limited program for our members at that time. And at that time, there have been many, many other companies doing some kind of the same as we did, saying, hey, we create a social network and you can be part of the network as a co-owner somehow. And I remember just 2 names, which is Ziegler and Zerker. Yeah, because they sound a little bit the same. Some of you might remember them. And if you would just have compared what they did and what we did, it was not super different. Yeah, and all 3 of us, we received letters from the SEC. Yeah, so the financial authority of the United States, and because we are German, we have been investigated by the BaFin, which is the German equivalent of SEC as well. So now 2 of the 3 companies have been shut down by the SEC. And we are still there. Well, we never planned to be in trouble. We never planned to be investigated by authorities. But obviously, we have been better prepared, because when we say, well, quality, that includes everything that we do. So, of course, we had quality experts setting up our co-ownership program with us so that everything could be clarified. But the other 2 companies who invested millions as well, well, they have been shut down, and when I remember right, at least from one company, the initiators went to jail for what they did. Yeah. So then a few years later, we launched a program named Cashback Marketing. And well, we had to find out that that was the only time so far that there was some kind of a loophole in our software. So fraudulent users found a loophole and stole six-figure amount of US dollars. On the other side, obviously, some members promoted cashback marketing not as what it is, as a marketing program for businesses and or internet entrepreneurs or just people who want to earn some money on the internet and therefore need to do some marketing, but it has been promoted as some kind of an investment program. So that brought cashback marketing into huge trouble. And I can tell you that every other company or project or owner or founder of a project like cashback marketing would simply went bankrupt. Because when you go bankrupt, at least most of your problems are solved because nobody would get any money anymore. So we said, well, and even if it takes years to come back, and even if it takes years to clarify things, we won't let cashback marketing go bankrupt. We'll solve it, and those who really still have to receive money, they will receive it one day. And still, I cannot tell you how long it will take. I can tell you that we are on it behind the scenes, but that is how we handle things. So that was another failure. No, it even was a catastrophe. Yeah, but it's part of our success because we learn from it. So then when the 2017 cryptocurrency hype was, we said, whoa, cryptocurrency sounds cool, finally a payment option for our network. But then we looked into it and we said, wow, the existing cryptocurrencies do not fit into our quality, privacy, security requirements. So we will create our own coin. And we will use the Ether blockchain. So, because everybody did that and everybody was super excited and woo, everything is cool. So, but very, very soon we found out, well, we have big problems with the Ether blockchain. Hacking, fraud, manipulation, yeah, especially when it's about the exchanges, wallet providers, whatever. So many members reported, oh, I lost coins here, a fraudster stole some coins there, this exchange is not suddenly overnight not there anymore or has been closed by the authorities, whatever. So now, well, we could have decided just to go with it. Well, if it is like it is, then it is like it is. Or we could have simply, well, it does not meet our quality expectations, so we could have closed it. But no, we learned from it and we hired experts and we created And then the coronavirus hit this planet. Well, we never planned that. We never expected that. Nobody expected that. And yes, it causes tons of trouble and tons of delays, because suddenly when you want to talk with a company, with a producer, with a manufacturer about buying some of his goods with the digital currency, well, they say, oh, well, we got other problems now. Yeah. So, and then you cannot travel and so many other things. Yeah. So, we never planned that. It happened. But I can tell you, we'll survive it. Yeah. And I will find solutions for everything that we started there. And by the way, we will have all the projects. We have launched some projects in 2014, 2015 to see what would work on the market. Bubble, punch the price, mega deals week, several other things. And our Lotto Madness or Jackpot Directory. And so we learned from it. We learned from the feedback. We learned from the usage. And I can tell you that none of these projects died. They will come back, but when they come back, they will come back right. At the right time, with the right services, and stable and beautiful, and everything is fine. So now let us see all the beautiful things that we have achieved together. So we have been, some milestones. So we have been the first network where all the websites have been 100% covered with SSL certificates. At the time where our pages have been 100% secured, it was Google explained the world why I think only like 70% of their pages so far I secured with SSL certificates. So we have been the first network 100% with two-factor authentication. And we are still one of the very few. So you have two-factor authentication nowadays by law for banks and financial services. But when I log into other networks or services or websites, there's no two-factor authentication. Some of them offer it, but they don't promote it. And I can tell you why. Two-factor authentication, for example, with us, with our master PIN and one-time PIN, is a little bit more difficult to log in than to other pages. So other pages say, well, before I lose members, well, I don't care about being hacked or not hacked, or if someone else is stealing data by finding out the password or whatever. So we say, well, we're the safe zone, privacy, security, quality. So two-factor authentication for everybody. And if you want to do any bigger transactions within our network, well, we have bank level KYC process. I know that sometimes it's difficult, and it doesn't work, and whatever, But please understand, we are in the process of developing things, and then failures are part of the success story. And if you want to be a part of our success story, because we share success, well, it belongs to you as well. I cannot change it. So we are the first network that is not collecting any data from our members, what you do within our network. We just count activity whenever we have a reward for you. So when you make a post at WhatsApp, well, we count it and we credit you right away with a fraction of YEM, the same at Pro or No, and so on and so on. But we do not build a secret profile of you. And yes, we have been the first, and we might still be the only ones. So, and we are definitely the first success sharing network free forever. We promised that 9 years ago. And it's still the same. No, wait. It's even better. Because now when a new member signs up, they, just for signing up, receive their first benefit. $10 worth of YEM. And now with the stuff that you will learn when I finally stop talking, is that it's getting even better for them. So they earn their first YEM just for signing up. And from, I don't know, in 2 or 3 days from now, we'll have a website where they can directly go and see if they find something that they would like to buy with their YEM. And if they don't have enough YEM, well, then they can collect other more free YEM at WhatsApp, at Pro or No, at Twinkle Soccer. Well, not a new member. I know that when they join today, it's too late for the current season. But there will be new offers, yeah, and there will be more offers. Yeah, we will launch some very, very exciting websites just to collect more free YEM very, very soon. So that's what we promised 9 years ago. Yeah, the first success sharing network, and to be free forever. And it's still the same, and we won't go from that. Yeah, we won't change that. Yeah, so in 9 years from now, members will still be able, new members, to sign up for free. And we will still share our success with them. The rules might be a little bit different, but generally we mean it as we say it. So we have initiated the first authority-friendly digital currency and blockchain, which is headed by a non-profit foundation that is by rules of the United Nations accredited as an international non-governmental organization. It is definitely, we checked that, still the only blockchain and digital currency related foundation that is member of the Union of International Associations, which is some kind of the bookkeepers of foundations for the United Nations. So now there's one very, very, very important thing that you need to understand about this digital currency named YEM, your everyday money. It is a currency. It is a free form of payment digital currency, and it's comparable with its status with currencies like US dollar or euros or any other fiat currency. Which means if somebody is accepting YEM as a form of payment, or if somebody is giving you YEM as cashback when you buy something with fiat currency, that does not mean that they are accredited by us or approved by us, or that they are members, as a business, members of the safe zone. Because we cannot control who is accepting YEM. To give you a straight example, if a drug dealer accepts YEM as a form of payment, that does not make drugs legal. And we cannot control it. So, because I know that some of you think can you still hear me? Hello? Guys, send me a message. Can you still hear me? Still can hear me, but it seems that Kate's computer crashed and she needs a little bit time to come back. So I will just go ahead. So talking about the YEM, you need to understand it is a currency. That means a currency can be used for good or for bad things. Yeah. So someone accepting or offering YEM as, for example, as a cashback does not mean that it is accredited by us. So you need to be careful to make it easier for you to find businesses that are accredited. We have created years ago seals you can trust. So we have a seal for shops you can trust. We have a seal for websites you can trust. We even have a seal for ads you can trust, advertising, banners, whatever. So, and these seals will come back latest in January, so that you easily can see if a website is accepting YEM and you're not sure if they are really part of the safe zone as an accredited business. You can just see at the bottom of the page, if you find the seal, this is a website or this is a shop you can trust. So it's an additional layer of security to protect you. But you need to understand that we cannot keep all the evil outside. It's impossible. And other failures, delays, whatever, will happen in the future. And please, you need to understand that nobody is wanting it. We don't want it, we don't like it, but we have given proof in the last 9 years that we can handle all that stuff, because we are still here. We are still growing fast. We still add projects. Yeah, so we are still free forever. We still share our success, and we won't stop, because I think that it will be in the future even more important to have a safe zone on the internet where you can rely that your privacy, your data security is taken seriously, and that there is some kind of a quality control, yeah, that let you rest assured that at least the quality is free of spam, fake news, and whatever. So let me check. Number one is I don't know how to play music here in this webinar system. And so maybe you sing a song on your own for 2 or 3 minutes, and I will find out through Skype with Kate when and how she will be back. So thank you. Look, there's something that we did not plan. It happens. It's not a catastrophe, but it's not nice that it's happening. But don't be angry. Don't be disappointed. Guys, this is life. And we'll find a solution. So stay tuned, and we will be back very, very soon. Okay, I hope you can hear me. So it seems that Kate needs a little bit more time to restart her computer and to log in to the webinar. So let me entertain you, but not by singing, but by telling you a little bit about other exciting stuff that is happening. So, for example, talking about the structure of our group of companies. You might have wondered why we send our condolences to the family, to the royal family in Bahrain. So, you know, the Prime Minister passed away this morning. He was for 49 years the Prime Minister of Bahrain. And yes, he's a member of the royal family of Bahrain. Some of you might know that I'm here in Bahrain for about 8 months now. And so we have some personal contact to the royal family, and they very warmly welcomed us here in Bahrain. And actually, we will have our international headquarters for the holding company here in Bahrain. And that brings me, hello, Kate is back. That's cool. So, Kate, I tried not to share any of your super exciting topics, but I'm talking right now about Bahrain and our new company structure. And the company structure brings me to another topic, and that is that I think, well, it was in 2012 when we told our members, well, as a co-owner, one day when we are publicly listed as at a stock exchange, you can convert your co-ownership unit into shares. And we had our first try going public, I think, in 2015 and in 2016 and I think in 2017 as well. and then we found hopefully the right strategy, and we are really, since 2017, work on it. And yes, many people said, well, they promise to go public and they will never do blah, 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 blah. Well, no, it is just delays. Well, the Berlin airport has 9 years delay, and when you count from 2015, we might now have like 5 years delay. But the great news is we are nearly there. So there has been a public announcement today, and I'm pretty sure that Kate will share it with you. So thank you, everybody. I hope it was exciting for you to learn a little bit more, to have a deeper insight into what is happening in a huge project like this, and as we say, as a project that never has been done before, because think about it. Sometimes people ask me, who are your competitors? And then I think a little bit, and then I say, well, there is no other company doing exactly what we are doing, and honestly sharing our success with their members and being active in sports, in entertainment, in e-commerce, in cybersecurity, and so many other things, in health. So Kate, are you there? Can you take over?
Yes, thank you so much, Dan, and thank you
so thank
much.
you, everybody, for listening. Be proud to be a unicorn. What's up? And thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Dan, and absolutely, that was great news that you shared in many ways. And of course, it's good to know how these things work. We don't always get to see what's going on behind the scenes because it's all behind the scenes. So it's great to hear some experience of what actually goes on behind the scenes in many ways. So definitely thank you so much for sharing all of that. And, it was very interesting. You were talking about catastrophes and things happening, and then all of a sudden my computer crashed, and it was like, So thankfully, just as Dan was explaining, sometimes things happen, and you got to just keep working through whatever challenges come your way, and you'll make it. Persistence pays off always. So we have so many cool things to talk about, and as well, that great press release that Dan had just mentioned, which in fact I will read to you right now. Now, you can find this both in English and in German, depending on which language you prefer. And the title is TCU AG Merger of UAC Holding GmbH into TC, and I'm so not good at German words yet. It's Unterhaching Elektronik AG. I know I messed that up, but you'll get the point. TCU is what we call it for short. And so the announcement starts off with a small headline: new business fields in the areas of cybersecurity and blockchain technology. And it has been announced the merger of UAC Holding GmbH into TCU. I'm not going to say the whole word, but and then continues, TCU and UAC Holding, known as UAC, are entering together the final phase of the planned merger of UAC into TCU, as Petra Bowersox, chairwoman of the TCU board, and Daniel Setgas, CEO of UAC, announced in a joint statement, a draft of the merger agreement is now being prepared, which will be presented to the shareholders for voting at the respective general meetings as soon as possible. The merger will not only generate synergies, but in particular will end TCU's dependency on just one major customer, Bowersox explains. And Setgas adds, quote, together we will enter new business fields in addition to our existing activities, especially in the areas of cybersecurity and blockchain technology, end quote. The merger is intended not only to preserve all existing jobs, but also to create additional employment opportunities. The necessary restructuring of the company is already in preparation. So this is absolutely fantastic. This is the announcement, or one of the announcements that we have been all waiting for so long. So now you can see earlier this year in January, there was a press release put out by TCU saying that the merger was still happening. And now you can see, even though it is 11 months later, it is still happening. And it is even better because it is at that point where the final merger agreement is about to be voted on. So for those of you who are not familiar with how this process works, of course, this announcement has happened, and now there will be another announcement for the exact date and time of the shareholders' meetings, and then the vote will happen, and then there is another period of time, it's about 30 days, where there is a final confirmation, and then there is another process where everything is officially recognized, and then it is done. Now, of course, just because the merger is done does not mean that, poof, all of a sudden everything else that everybody is waiting for is instantly available. Definitely there is a process, so rest assured we will keep everyone updated along the process, what to look for, what you need to know. So have patience, be excited. We are at that step now. So that is super cool and so exciting to be announcing this on our 9th anniversary webinar. So I know I am super excited for all of us because this is something, as Dan explained, we have all been working on for many years already. And, you know, the old saying, good things come to those who wait, is absolutely true in so many ways. And we have so many more exciting things to share with you. But first, I would like to share a very special song to help get us in the mood for more good things to come. So here is a cool song called Christmas in Our Hearts by the late, great Mr. Bling Bling. Enjoy.
Everybody needs Christmas in their heart to guide us through those times of blue, just like a shining star. Remember on a holy night with dreams held tight as snow begins to fall, all the gifts underneath the Christmas tree bring happiness to all. If you just believe It's really not that hard. Look inside and you will find Christmas in your heart. Oh, why do we wait till this time of year to bring out the joy we could share? Every moment there's love to find. If you take the time to show you care, we care all around the world. No matter where you are, every day will always be Christmas. Christmas, Christmas in our heart. Christmas in our It's Christmas. All around the world. Christmas. All around the world. Christmas in my
All right, so now I just want to check that you all can hear me. So I'm just going to open the chat for a quick moment. Please type and make sure that you can hear me. Please confirm you can hear me. What's up? Yes. Cool. Cool. Okay, great. Great. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to close the chat again and share with you some more fantastic news. So that was a very special song, Christmas in Our Hearts by Mr. Bling Bling, the wonderful late, great Mr. Bling Bling. We miss him so much. He brought so much joy to everyone. So we are so happy that we have that wonderful song to always remember him by, because it truly does bring joy and happiness to all of us. And that was exactly what he wanted to share with the world throughout his life. And he definitely did that and continues to do that with his music that we can all still share. So super cool and awesome. So now, what else do we have to talk about? Well, we mentioned a few different things. Now, before I get into the super great news, I need to share a couple of small updates with you. Now, we had previously talked about the Twinkle Gold coin. And I want to share with you that it is still happening, although it needs a little bit more time. So the current timer on the website twinkle.gold is scheduled to be going live shortly. There will be 1 week added to that time, so do be aware of that. The cool thing, though, is that we have secured that you will be able to pay for up to 10% of the Twinkle Gold coins you wish to purchase with Yem, something like that. So that is super cool. Of course, you will have to pay fiat currency because gold mines need fiat currency, and we have a special partnership with a fantastic gold mine in Arizona in the United States. So that is great, and we're very thankful to have him on board with us. And so we can bring to you this very cool thing. Now, on top of that, there is also some very good news. Now, we had mentioned on November 4th that your Twinkle Gold coins would be stored in your Pernum wallet with all the other cryptocurrencies on the Twinkle chain. And we also shared that we have been doing some improvements to the Pernum Pay API, so that way you will be able to spend not just YEM, but also your Twinkle Gold coins through the Pernum Pay API. So that is fantastic. And I have even more great news as well. We have been working with various partners, and we have a special partner who has been or who has joined our team, and I'm happy to say that starting around December 1st, somewhere around there, the Pernum wallet will not be just limited to the Twinkle Chain coins and YEM. It will also be open for fiat currency as well. So you will be able to have a US dollar or euro or whatever kind of fiat currency balance. And this is very cool because when you collect commissions through our affiliate programs at We Share Success, instead of cashing out those fiat currency commissions to a bank account and all of that, you will be able to simply transfer them to your Pernum wallet, and it's getting even better. So hold on to your seats. Here we go. The Pernum wallet will be adding a virtual debit MasterCard option, and this will work with various different payment services like Google Pay, Apple Pay, or for any online payments. And as well, in the future, and of course you would be able to send the fiat currency balance directly to your bank also, I believe. And in the future, each Pernum wallet will get its own IBAN number. For those who don't know, the IBAN number is an account tracking number that works with the banking system. And this will enable you to receive fiat currency payments directly to your Pernum wallet. And you would just give out your IBAN number and they would send you like a wire transfer, as we're all familiar with. So this will make your Pernum wallet like a bank account, but do understand this is not a bank account. It is a multi-function wallet. As well as previously, we had mentioned in past webinars about our plan to have an iBank where you can use the security of your iris, in your eye, your physical eye. Each iris is unique to the person with those eyes, and it is actually a very secure way to both identify yourself and to, verify things. And so I am happy to say that this iBank function will also be integrated into the Pernum multifunction wallet. And this is expected to be around the second half of 2021. So, as Dan mentioned earlier, just because we announce things previously, we announce things and then you don't hear about it for a long time, doesn't mean that poof, it's gone, we changed our mind. No, it just means that it's being worked on, and at the perfect time, it will be integrated into our network in exactly the perfect place. So This is so exciting. So you will be able to make payments from your Perna wallet in the future. So definitely lots of great things happening there. And so now another quick update that I need to share about the Swiss digital funds. So everybody is super excited, and this is happening, but do understand the final details will be out with this webinar recap from our special celebration today. We are working very diligently, and we expect that the recap will be out on Saturday at the latest. Now, do understand that the recap will just show the highlights of our webinar today. So that is still fantastic, and you'll be able to read all about this in the recap on Saturday. And the Swiss digital funds will be available for you to read the final details about that project around the same time as well. So a couple things to understand. For those who are participating in the proof of stake, definitely keep your coins in the proof of stake until the next reward is distributed on the 15th because you do not want to miss out on getting rewards. You've waited, 20 some days so far. Just wait a couple more days. It's all good. There will be plenty of time for you to read the details on the Swiss digital funds and make your decisions and, do what you need to do to participate. And again, for those who have more questions about verifications and stuff, all of that will be released on Saturday with the final details as well. So have some patience on that. It's very exciting. We're all excited, and it's on its way. So that is great. And we have some more great things happening too. Talking about the YemBids platform. Woohoo! YemBids coming soon. And guess what? It will be available with the webinar recap on Saturday. But I am going to give you a sneak peek at some of the exciting products that you will find on YemBids. Did I call it TwinkleBids before? This used to be TwinkleBids. So we evolve. We evolve based on our influence, us, the members. I'm a member just like all of you. And all of us, we share our influence, and we make things perfect based on our influence, on feedback, on usage, and various different metrics like that. So some very cool things coming on YemBids. You'll see all kinds of great items, gadgets, and different electronics. Some of them will be new, some of them will be used. Definitely pay attention to the product description. Pay attention to the shipping policy of that product. Each product is listed by, it will be open for all members. So you might be looking at a product listed by a specific member, or you might be looking at a product listed by a business member. So either way, though, always pay attention to the fine print, which isn't so fine. It's very clear to read, but you have to read it. So there are some cool things there. This is just what was a sampling of things. And for those who have free Yem and you're like, oh, but how much Yem will I need to get it? Well, that will depend on how many people also want that item at the same time, too. And of course, winning is easy, though. You just have to be the highest bid on YemBids. Now, one of the cool things, if you forgot about YemBids from its time as TwinkleBids, there is a function with the bidding system where you can bid a maximum amount, and that way if someone comes in and just overbids you a little bit, your bid will automatically raise to go above the next bid up until you reach your maximum amount. And so check into that kind of thing, because that is a nice way, especially if you're really interested in a certain item and you only want to spend a certain amount of yen to get that item. You can set your max bid and do stuff like that. So pay attention to those kinds of things. And as well, if you're bidding and all of a sudden your bid is overbid, somebody else might have put in a max bid higher, so you'll have to bid higher. So be aware of those things. And now let's take a little bit deeper look at some of these cool products. Like, for example, there's one called a USB sleep device, which is so cool. Like, I love listening to the sound of the ocean when I go to sleep. And so I generally will put on videos that have the sound of the ocean, and I'll sleep to that. But if you want to do that without having a TV on, which creates a light, which disrupts your sleep also, you can use this unique USB sleep device, which has various different sounds, natural sounds like white noise or waves or birds, waterfalls, and more. And you can have that creating the perfect audio environment for you to get a good night's rest. So that is just something that you will be able to bid on Yem Bids when it goes live on Saturday. So this is fantastic. And as I mentioned, there is a description. You can't see it on this screenshot, but below the description is more details about the product, including shipping. So as I mentioned, pay attention to where the product can be shipped to. If it cannot be shipped to your location, don't bid on it, because one thing to understand, one of the improvements that we did based on everybody's feedback, there was times when the person who won the auction decided they did not want the product, or the product could not be shipped to them because they didn't read the shipping instructions, and they lived in an area where the seller could not ship. So to compensate for those things, if you do not pay for an auction that you win, you will be charged an auction non-payment fee of 25 yen. So that means that you should pay attention, because right now 25 yen is about $30, so that's comparable. If you were to, for example, if you're going to pay for something with a check, I know that's kind of outdated these days, but people do still pay with checks, from your checking account. But if the person that you pay that check to, they can't cash your check, if it bounces out, because your bank doesn't have the money in it, you get charged at like $25, $35 fee for that returned check. Well, the same kind of thing would happen on Yem Bids. You would be charged a 25 yen fee for non-payment. So this is just if you do not pay. If you win and you do not pay, you would get that charge. So pay attention, only bid on what you want to win, and if you win, make sure that you complete the process and make your payment. So a couple things to be aware of, but it's all good though, because the cool thing about Yem Bids, and here's another cool product example, this is a portable magic screen amplifier for mobile phones. Especially with the smartphones these days, they have great video quality, and a lot of people just watch videos or play games or things on their phones. And so, but at the same time, phones are small. It's hard for you to see. It's, strains your eyes. And so with this very simple magnifying device, you can make your smartphone screen much bigger so you can enjoy watching videos and doing all that stuff, even just reading messages, especially some of us that are getting older, we might like having our mobile phone magnified so we can read those text messages easier. And there's many different uses for products like these. But you can see, though, too, the bids are only starting at just 5 yen or a couple of yen. So even if you just, like, for example, are a new member and you got your $10 welcome bonus in yen, well, then you could take that yen right away and come bid on things at yen bids. And so this is super cool. So some of you might remember we had a project called Free Shopping. And it had some similarities to what we're doing now. And this is kind of the evolution of everything. Instead of having it as a separate project, it's now been integrated into our things. And of course, we have the free yen, which we talked about earlier. You can collect free yen from doing all kinds of free activities. Go make statements on pro or no. Remember to follow the rules, though. I have to say these things, you know. But so that also means, though, if you're on yen bids and you find that you need a few more yen to get the product that you want, hey, you could just go be active in our network, collect some free yen, and then you have the ability to purchase all kinds of different things through yen bids. So that is fantastic. And it's just one more place that you can spend your yen to buy everyday kind of items. Because yen stands for your everyday money. So these are the kinds of things that it's intended to be purchased, with, or purchase these things with yen. Yeah, that's it. So this is super cool and awesome. And it really makes inviting people to our network so much easier, because there is, before, a lot of the benefits were from the affiliate program, which we still have, and it still has great benefits. But as we've explained, that is not the only thing that we offer. And as I've said previously, there are so many amazing things that we have that guaranteed you will find at least one thing that you enjoy. So have fun shopping. I know I am super excited to be able to shop. Maybe it's a girl thing, maybe not, but I love shopping. And I know there's more like me out there too. So definitely have fun, everybody, and good luck. I hope you all win lots of great auctions for products that you love. And we have more. One more very cool thing. Now, Dan did mention earlier about different projects that we had started many years ago, and how, sometimes they go away for a while and then they come back. Well, woohoo! Mega Deals Week is back. That's right, it's back, and even better, this is now managed by our partners at Silverwood Advisors. And I'm so happy and excited to share with you that the very first products are listed on Mega Deals Week. And this is something so special. It is a limited edition Safe Zone Christmas bauble set. And you can see here you will get 4 ornaments in a nice little box for you. And you can use them for all kinds of decorations, whether it's on your Christmas tree or just hanging randomly around your house, or however you want to do it. This is so cool. And you can see here, this Christmas bauble set is for decorative purposes only. And it is a Safe Zone limited edition 2020 ornament set. Of course, this is great as Christmas tree decorations, great to send season's greetings, and a great start to your Safe Zone limited merchandise collection. So that's right, there will be more limited edition branded items that we will have on Mega Deals Week and many other places through our network. So this is great. And the cool thing is these are foam baubles, so it is not glass. They look shiny like glass in many ways. They're very shiny, but they are foam, so that helps in a couple different ways. Number one, it keeps the shipping costs low. Number two, chances are your ornaments will not be broken because they are foam baubles instead of glass. So that will be great. That means more people can receive their wonderful little Christmas bauble sets in perfect condition, which is what we want for everyone. So this is cool. Comes in a set of 4, has the beautiful little Safe Zone seal logo on it, and you can see that it's quite shiny, so it looks like it's glass, but it's not. So that's also great, especially if you have Christmas trees or you want to hang them in places where if they were heavy, it would cause a challenge. With this, you can hang these anywhere because they're very light, which is great. And you can see also from these next 2 pictures, the green color, depending on the lighting that you use, might look a little bit different. Here it looks very bright in this light, and then, well, it looks even brighter when you shine more light on it. So that means it'll twinkle nicely with your Christmas lights. So that's awesome. And I'm so excited. I hope all of you get your Christmas baubles. Now, I will share the website for Mega Deals Week. You can actually go here right now. Well, after the webinar is done anyway. And you'll be able to check that out in just a moment. Sorry, I had all this set up before my computer crashed, but then it crashed, so bear with me a moment while I get this link for you. Here we go. So yeah, so super cool things there. And I also want to share with you, you know, all the songs that we have heard today are produced by our entertainment department. And in many cases, especially with Michaela Abreu, she won her song as part of winning the Biggest Talent Contest. And Letty won her song as part of winning the Biggest Talent Contest. Maya Pop won her song by winning the Biggest Talent Contest. And then others like Rex Reval and Mr. Bling Bling, that was part of a bigger thing. But all of them have been produced by our entertainment department. So that is very cool. And just one more great thing that we create to share with all of you. So thank you for everything. So yes, so. Oh, and yes, one more update. I did have something to share about the bridge coin. That one also, though, needs a little bit more time. And so, unfortunately, we don't have any real updates to share on that, other than the fact that it's all in the making, and definitely as soon as possible, we'll have some more details. So have patience on that one. And as soon as we have further updates, we will share. So in the meantime, though, definitely go and check out Mega Deals Week and these fantastic Safe Zone Christmas ornaments. They are limited edition, as I mentioned, so there is a limited quantity available. As you did see in the presentation, or the pictures that I was showing that the price is both in US dollars and in yen. So essentially you pay the shipping in yen, the 5 yen is for the shipping, and then the cost of the bottle set is $16.95 US dollars. So now do be aware there are a couple of typos on the website. They're all being fixed, so it might say euros instead of US dollars. It's all in US dollars now, so just be aware of some small typos that are being fixed still. But otherwise, though, it is open for you guys. Enjoy, have fun, and good luck. Now, we will have, as I mentioned, this webinar recap will be posted on Saturday at the latest, so we're trying to get it done as quick as possible. So now that it's 1:11, we've been here for about 2 hours. I think this is a good time to stop. So thank you all so much. As always, all the best to everyone. We wish you all the happiest health. And of course, Dan had to get going back to some things that he was working on. So he, of course, sends his greetings to everyone, as well as the other 2 founders. They send their greetings to everyone as well. And we wish you all the very best. My coffee pot is calling. Have a good one, guys. All the best. What's up?
Everybody needs Christmas in their heart to guide us through those times of blue, just like a shining star. Remember on a holy night with dreams held tight as snow began to fall, all the gifts underneath the Christmas tree bring happiness to all. If you just believe, it's really not that hard. Look inside and you will find Christmas in your heart. Oh, why do we wait till this time of year to bring out the joy we could share? Every moment there's love to find. If you take the time to show you care, we care all around the world, no matter where you are. Every day will always be Christmas. Christmas in
I just wanted to say one quick thing. I see a couple people writing some comments that you missed what I was talking about. So definitely, if you missed something like about the bridge coin, it's Twinkle Gold coin, either listen to the webinar replay that happens shortly after this webinar ends, or wait for the recap. We did mention some updates about those things. So that's why it's important to pay attention. We did talk about those things. So check it out, wait for the recap, or watch the replay. That is for a limited time right after this webinar ends. So thank you all so much. As always, what's up? All the best, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.